Hello. Welcome back to Lenny Plans. I'm going to be planning out week 15 of 2022 today in my Wonderland222. I'm using the B6 size and it's currently in a jelly cover. And I'll pop a link below to where I purchased it from, which is Messy Bun Designs, although she hasn't had them in stock for a little while, but it's probably still worth keeping an eye on her store because she often has other really great options as well. So yeah, I'll pop a link below. Before I jump in to plan out week 15, and I'm going to be using our Coffee Monsterz Co kit. It is an EC kit, but I will just adapt it to fit in the B6 Wonderland. It's super cute. It's a new chapter kit, and I just really feeling it. It's autumn here in Australia and the weather's been questionable and it's our first week of school holidays. And if you're looking at the text, I just relate so well. It says, "Holy moly, I am so tired. This is the last full box for the autumn reading kit and I feel like I have 0 brain cells left." Anyway, it goes on like that. Really feeling that. So it just feels like the right one for this week. But before I do that, I will show you guys week 14 after the pen. As I said, it's been a week. Monday was actually pretty good. I ended up having really good weather for my outdoor work, which was lovely. I walked about 14 kilometers, which was amazing but exhausting as well. My eldest son actually had to be picked up from school a little bit early. He had a bit of a run-in with a basketball and just hyperextended his fingers. He's doing okay at this end of the week, but it definitely did cause some challenge for the first half of the week. Tuesday, it was actually quite warm that day and it was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't totally expecting it. And I actually changed the sticker as well to kind of reflect that. We had music and we just sort of relaxed in the evening as well. I was researching how to color hair with eyeshadow. Super weird, I know, but the kids had crazy hair day on Wednesday, and it's really hard to see in this picture, but it actually worked really well. I used like glitter eyeshadows and some talcum powder and hair wax and hairspray to kind of hold it in place. It actually did really well. My eldest hair is quite dark, so it was harder to see, and because of the glitter it sort of depended on the angle, so the photos really didn't do it justice, but it was still cool and it worked in the end. I was just starting to hit a bit of a wall at school. It's been an intense term, and I think as we were sort of pushing towards this last day of term, things were just sort of hitting that really challenging level of fatigue for most of the kids and the staff. Thursday, we've had some pretty intense weather. We actually kept the boys home from school because the travel between us and school wasn't super safe on the roads, and on Friday they actually closed school for the kids. I still went in because I'm on staff, but the kids got to stay home, so they actually finished school on the Wednesday, and I still went in on Friday and had an induction with some new staff members in my team, and that was really good. Thursday as well, before I jump into Friday, Thursday our dog groomer wasn't able to travel around either, so that got cancelled. I didn't travel further into town for swimming lessons either. I cancelled that. So we just had a cozy afternoon at home. And I actually had switched a lot of my private work to online as well. That's one of the options that I have. So Friday I had a migraine all day. The boys had their second vaccination. We inducted some new team members, which was amazing. My eldest went to youth and I actually went out to see the Whitlams with some friends, and here's my ticket. I put a little Coffee Monster 5 stars. It was really good. And there's a photo of us at the concert. It was amazing. I had some work on Saturday, yesterday. I got completely wet. It was a really intense weather day again, not quite to the same extent as Thursday, so it was still safe for me to be out, but yeah, I got very wet. Today I had church. I actually was not on attendance in the end. I had swapped with somebody else last week, traded last week for this week, so I was on last week and they were on this week, and then we actually went out to lunch, and you know, was unplanned, but there's a gluten-free cafe near us, and yeah, we popped in there. It was a bit of a lengthy wait, but it's completely worth the wait. They really do amazing food. So I have a photo that I will pop in. I have not yet done that, but I will. So yeah, that is my week 14. So first week of holidays coming up, and we've also got Good Friday and Easter Sunday as well this week. So I'm going to pop on some background music and speed it up, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, well, you can see it is a very unusual week. This is just the nature of holidays for me. I do have some work on Monday. I'm working pretty solidly, and I've got a couple of work appointments. They're just online meetings from home on Tuesday. And I've got something that I've been trying to catch up on since last year, and it's sort of due in about 6 weeks. So I really do need to get onto that. And I'm hoping that 2-hour block in there will be a good time frame to do that. I haven't scheduled it because I do have some flexibility. I also do this week, and I haven't got it in here yet, but I want to plan the holidays. I do this with my kids, each school holidays, where I sit down and I find out what they would like to do, what are their priorities, and I do my best to kind of, I guess, accommodate or schedule that in, or at least have the conversation around expectations of what we're going to be able to do. You know, if the choice was up to them, we would probably spend a lot of money and do all the things, and then be flat broke and exhausted at the end of it. So I sort of try and manage those expectations at the beginning. So by the time we get to the end, they sort of can see that we've done some of the things that they want to do, and I guess, you know, still been able to have some downtime and some rest time. So that's what this little list is for, and I'm contemplating doing it as almost like a little bit of a tip in, or almost a Dutch, it's not really a Dutch door, a tip in, that I can kind of flip out. And I'd wondered about using that weekend header because it's just a little bit big for the B6, or for the Wonderland probably. I think it would still be a bit big for the A5 as well, given that we've got the stacked column, but it might actually work to sort of, you see, it could work. Anyway, I will have a play with that as the week goes on, and I will show you guys the end result next week. The things that I know that are already happening are sort of around Easter. There's a few church events for Easter. I've got one of my nephew's birthday on Good Friday, and we are having a gathering. I think it's lunch. I've asked the question, but I haven't heard back yet. Whether it's going to be like lunch or afternoon tea or dinner, I don't know. So that's why that's penciled in. Oh, I have not got it in here. We do have a family lunch on Sunday as well, which I really should put in. And then some families from church are going to the zoo on Wednesday. The reason I've penciled it in is because I'm not completely sure on the time, and the weather is a little bit unpredictable at the moment, and so I sort of wanted to wait and see, I guess, exactly how that plays out first. There is a wet weather alternative that we have, so yeah, I guess that's still a little bit up in the air, so that's why I've penciled that in for now. But yes, I believe that is pretty much everything. It'll be working as I go. I have done things a little bit differently because it is a Coffee Monsterz Co kit. Actually, I will also point out I've sort of left I have left the day headers showing because the kit really fits that sepia tone so beautifully. I really didn't see the need to cover it up and add extra stickers on. Not that we do that for need, but it just fit really well, so I kept that. I'm very much hoping to use these a little bit more, or it may end up being a kit that I guess works for me over a couple of weeks, since there are so many sticker options in here, and they're so beautiful. And I haven't yet used the text that I mentioned, but I do tend to add in boxes and things like that after the fact, as you can see. So plenty of time to have a play. All right, well, that is my week to come. I hope that you have found that interesting, and I hope that you have a great week and a lovely Easter for those who celebrate it. I will see you next week. Bye.